Hello YouTube, back with another video, but this one's a little different. This is a little unique because I generally don't care about cosmetics, but this I think this is really cool. And if you've seen the thumbnail, you've seen the title, it's how you bug out Exalted Blade so that it's always visually drawn. And the TLDR of that is you need at least 62.5% casting speed, and you need to cast Radial Javelin in succession. So I'll demonstrate this right now, how it not working. So notice how you pull out Exalted Blade when you go to cast Radio Javelin, and then you have like a pseudo Exalted Blade riding over your right hand. So like right there, and then it disappears. Well, what appears to be the trigger is that if you cast fast enough to cast Radio Javelin again, and then that hasn't disappeared yet. So notice here, I'm just going to cast it in quick succession here. So I cast it 3 times, didn't do it. And then I'll put on the trigger, or at least the way I've been triggering it, without having to go change Archon shards. So I get it to 65%. So how I determine 62.5% is with 1 Tau casting shard and 1 non-Tau, which comes out to 62.5%. So the trigger point for it is somewhere just short of that, or at least between 50% and 62.5. Can you actually get somewhere in between there? I don't believe so. Between the Tau shards and these two, there's nowhere, because 50% isn't enough, as I just showed. And then I'll show this actually working. So we'll do this, and we're only going to cast it twice, and then there you go. And now it's visually bugged, and that isn't dependent. Well, I guess you could have double if you want to double with Exalted Blade drawn. But it'll stay there. And this is also an interesting feature. If you have Prime and regular one, and you're doing this in Simulacrum, is there you go. Now I have Exalted Prime Blade bugged visually on Umbra. And one thing I'll demonstrate here is when he goes to sling around that thing, you see how it spins with it. So it's sort of bound to the melee weapon in this way. That's pretty cool looking. And then to show how you can get this to work in your normal build, say if you're running any of my builds that I show, we'll cast it twice here, and now I've overridden it with Exalted Umbra Blade. And we can go back to Prime, and we'll have that bugged out there. So just a cool little feature. If you don't like this, then that's the trigger for it.